this way, people who have fear of speaking go, oh my God, you just described me. And once people can begin to understand what's happening inside their body and being, they can then begin to transform it. The opposite of stage fright is presence. So if I'm right, and stage fright or fear of speaking is this going up into the head and leaving the body, then all we have to do, or not exactly all, but what we have to do to begin with is get out of the head and back down in the body to become present in your physical body in front of others. Presence is a sense of being here now, being in this moment. But the question I like to ask people is, where is here and now? Here and now is in your physical body. If you think about it, the only place in time and space that you can be totally here and now is to have awareness in your physical form, because the body is totally present. Being in touch with your physical brings you into the here and now. So I teach people to get out of their head and into their body, to get grounded in their body. And that is the most effective antidote to fear of speaking that I know. It is amazing what happens when people get out of their heads into their body and begin to come present. The tension, the fear, the disconnection begins to dissolve.
Okay, so two things. First of all, I have to comment on what you were saying earlier with, with people saying to you, wow, you're describing me, and that on its own creates a feeling of trust between you and the client that automatically and immediately opens them up to whatever it is that you're teaching. So you're already in there, and you're already helping them before you've even started, because they trust you. And this is, I'm sure you would agree, I think that for most teachers or coaches, that that first step of actually feeling that there is a connection and that you can be trusted, and that that you can help this person, is the first step. Because otherwise, if people don't feel like that, they won't be able to receive you. They won't open up, and you can't teach them anything. The other thing that I'm, of course, having to ask you here, because, it sounds almost like magic. So next question has to be, how do you do that? How do you get them out of their head and into their body? How do you do it?
Oh, good question. Well, let me backtrack a little bit and comment on what you just said. It is all about safety. Transforming stage fright and fear of public speaking is all about learning to be safe in front of others. And in order for me to do the work that I do, to guide people through a process that lets them transform stage fright, I have to first create an environment of safety. And as far as I'm concerned, safety is just permission to be who we are, which means permission to have our feelings. And that's what authenticity is. Once we begin to agree that we can have our feelings with each other, we begin to feel safe. And, that leads me into thinking about what happens to people, say, in a corporate environment where they have to contribute at meetings, or they have to present, or they have to sell. When there's a lot of stage fright, it's because they don't feel safe being who they are. And that takes me back to the fact that people who have stage fright are highly sensitive. We have a culture that doesn't necessarily support being highly sensitive, being emotional. In business, we think you're not supposed to have your feelings. But there again, it's the emotional part of us that people trust. It's that sense of authenticity that allows people to trust us. So, coming back around, yes, in my work, I create what I call safe groups. where a group of people come together to work on transforming their own fear of speaking. And the first thing we begin to do is create some agreements about keeping the space safe. What we do not do is criticize and judge each other for our speaking. And this is what's really kind of out of the box about my program. In traditional public speaking training, you do something in front of the group and the teacher and the group critique it. They tear it apart, everything that's wrong. And all that does is create more tension. The truth is people do more things that are right than they do wrong. So in our programs, we are acknowledging the good. We're doing what I call mirror the good for each other. We're acknowledging verbally to each other who they are and what they do well, what comes through in them that's good and strong and powerful. And when people get acknowledged for who they are and what they do well, it sets them free. People
so simple, isn't it?
It's so simple. It is so sweet. Truly, I mean, I can go into a company like KBR or an engineering firm, an architecture firm, and I can work with people who are more introverted and have a lot of tension. And in a very short time, by creating safety, they are speaking brilliantly. Because underneath the surface, we are all brilliant. It's in all of us. You know,